Hello and welcome. This is English Family and Friends 6, Grade 6. Our lesson today is going to be about writing. The title of the lesson is The Food Here is Great. Today we are tackling 3 objectives, and they are to recognize syllables in words, to revise WH question and answer pattern, to write a short paragraph about personal eating habits. What do you know about syllables? In English language, we have got many words. If we have taken a word from that many and we have divided that word into small pieces of sounds, they are called syllables. These small units of sounds are called syllables. How do we recognize the syllables? The number of times that you hear the sound of a vowel, a, e, I, o, a, is the number of syllables. You can clap to count the syllable in the word. This is a technique which usually helps kids to understand this lesson, is to clap when you hear the vowel sound. Let's take some examples. We have got words with 1 syllable, 2 syllables, 3 syllables, 4 syllables, or even more than 4 syllables. Let's take an example of words of 1 syllable, only 1 vowel sound, like fish, 1 sound. Dog, this is 1 vowel sound. 2 syllables, donut, donut. Let's clap, donut. Another example, onion, onion, onion. 3 syllables, afternoon, afternoon. Another example, 11. Can we clap together? Yes, 11. 4 syllables, wow. Dictionary, supermarket. How many times did I clap? 4 times, because we have got 4 vowel sounds, because we have got 4 syllables. This is a task for you. You'll be having around 4 minutes to do this task. You have got these words and you need to categorize them, whether they are 1 syllable, 2 syllables, 3 syllables, or 4 syllables. Now, let's check your answers. Words with one syllables are nose, test, card. Two syllables, apple, water, cupcake. Three syllables, potato, potato. Ladybug, December. Now, four syllables. Are you ready? Avocado, watermelon, adorable. How many times? Four syllable. Now we move to something else, which is WH questions. You have taken this lesson previously, and today we're going to revise it. What do you usually have for breakfast? We use the question word what in order to ask about things. You have got two options. I usually have eggs and cheese. I bought eggs and cheese. So the best answer is I usually have eggs and cheese, because we also have in the question the word have. The second sentence, we have got the question word where. We use where to talk about places. Where do you eat breakfast? We have got two options. I eat breakfast at 8 a.m. or I eat breakfast at home. Here, at home is the location, is the place. So the best answer is B. I eat breakfast at home. We move on. Here we have got who. When we use this question word, the answer should contain a person. Who usually cooks breakfast? The verb here is cooks breakfast. My cousin likes to have a breakfast with us, or my mom and sister usually cook breakfast. Remember that cook breakfast is the verb we're talking about. So the best answer is B. 4. What time do you eat breakfast? I eat a breakfast at 7:30 a.m. or I eat healthy food in the morning. The best answer is A, because here we have got the time, which is 7:30. They asked us about what time. In the morning, here is a time expression, but it is not a time. What is your favorite food and drink? We use what to talk about things. Her favorite food and drink is cereal and milk. Her. And here, my favorite food and drink is cereal and milk. They asked you, what's your favorite food? So the best answer is going to be B. My favorite food and drink is cereal and milk. Now I'll be giving you this task. You have got some questions with question words, and you need to answer these questions. You'll be having 8 minutes to do this exercise. There are many possible answers for these questions because they are related to you. Let's read the questions together and have some suggested answers. What are your favorite dishes? Pasta, sushi, and spaghetti are my favorite dishes. Number 2, where do you eat lunch? I rarely eat outside. I love to eat lunch with my family at home. Number 3, what do you usually eat for lunch? I usually eat rice and meat, or chicken, fish, lamb, with salad. Who usually cooks at home? Do you help? My mom usually cooks lunch, but I help her sometimes in preparing the salad and fresh juice. Number 5, the last question. Do you sometimes go to a restaurant? When do you go? They asked us when, about the time. Yes, I sometimes go to a restaurant on special occasions. Now we have reached our last activity. You need to write a paragraph from the previous sentences. You need to write about your favorite food and eating habits. Use the answers from the previous slide to write a paragraph. Remember that if you write 50 words, you'll be getting 1 star. If you write 60 words, you'll be getting 2 stars. And if you write 70 words, you'll be getting 3 stars. Don't forget also to follow up the criteria down here. For example, I used the capital letters at the beginning of sentences. You put tick. I used time markers. You also put a tick. If you have used the time markers, you put tick. Okay? I used a full stop at the end of the sentences. You also put tick. I used finger space between words. I used words with more than 3 syllables. I checked my spelling. I didn't check my spelling. I just only write the paragraph without checking my spelling, so I don't put tick here. Remember that you check the checklist down right after you write the paragraph. You do this task at the end after you finish writing the paragraph. You'll be having 15 minutes to do this exercise. Now we'll be having a suggested answer. Pasta, sushi, and spaghetti are my favorite dishes. I rarely eat outside. I love to eat with my family at home. For lunch, I usually eat rice and meat with salad. Lunchtime gathering is always a good chance to create memorable moments. My mom usually cooks lunch, but I help her sometimes in cutting vegetables or preparing avocado salad and watermelon juice, which I'm good at. On special occasions, I sometimes go to a restaurant. Now we have finished this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it.